get speed with vibrant service, vibrant broadband internet.
Oh, yeah. It must be 10:30 because it's time for the big Vibrant U.
That's right. It's time
Who we
for
got
Vibrant
over
U.
here on this side? Introduce yourselves.
Well, welcome to Vibrant U Live. My name is Shane.
I'm Jane.
And who have we got on the phone? You can introduce yourself now. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Bo.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going really well. How about yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right. Sunshiny day. We love it like this.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. So Nathan's busy today, so I'm filling in, but that's okay.
You're a good man.
I think I can handle this one.
Yes.
So
You've done it before.
I've done this before, so I'm good to go.
Yep.
Today we're going to talk about a subject. We talk about streaming a lot,
Right.
And but we're going to focus on one part of streaming, and that's a website called thestreamable.com. So when you first start out streaming, things can seem very overwhelming, but where do you start?
Right.
Well, one of the things you can do is come to our Dreaming of Streaming event, which is tonight, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on the show. But beyond that, we want to talk about thestreamable.com. So that's thestreamable.com, just like it sounds. Thestreamable.com.
There you go.
So, Bo, why don't you go into a little bit about what it is?
Yeah, the Streamable is a really unique website. It's one that we had stumbled across when we were doing some research on, helping customers figure out what they want to do for streaming services, and found out that it has a lot more than that. So you can find, what kind of channels you're looking for. You can punch them into this website, and it show you what streaming service it has, the channels that are of interest to you. And then beyond that, it's got a whole bunch of information about news on, like today, we have Amazon Prime Day. They'll list news for maybe streaming services launching new shows, and then a lot of comparisons between the two. So it's got that and a whole lot more that we'll go into a little bit. And then one thing that we like is they do compare streaming devices like your Roku's, your Amazon Fire Sticks. It's going to show you like the pros and cons. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop for anything to do with streaming.
That's excellent. I know that can be that confusing deal. Well, how do I know what channels I'm going to get?
Yeah, and where do I start?
Right.
And that kind of thing. So that's what this is for.
Yeah.
Jane, talk about a little bit why we might need this.
Right. So before this website was available, everything was manual for us. We would update the channels that were there, and sometimes the channels would go away. And so, when people were calling and they wanted to stream, this was the only thing that we had available. So we kind of stumbled upon this with Nathan and his in-laws. So this is an amazing website. So first off, people who don't really know what they want when they're streaming, but they've already had cable, they can come into the office or go use this website. So they'll just go ahead and enter the information, what channel it is, and then it'll show what's available in the recommendation for the the streaming service that it offers. And it does a comparison for prices and different things like that. So first, it's a great tool to find what exactly you're looking for. If you're looking for Hallmark or Valley Sports North, anything like that, it'll show immediately what that is. And then if they're looking for something new to watch, Bo and I kind of talk about this back and forth, but it's like, hey, did you see this? Where's that streaming? So this is the place that we'll go to look at new video or new movies to see.
Oh, it's kind of like a TV guide.
Yep. It's a really good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And then people that are seasoned will end up looking to see when's the next season coming out, because people want to know what's happening and when it's happening. And so this is the news information that'll appear on this website. And so the other part is sports fans, like I said, people, it's a really good tool, especially like when people are looking at the local channels and they wanted to see where the high school sports were playing for the state tournament. That shows up there. And then anything with the NBA final games, all that stuff kind of shows up, so you can kind of see what you're looking for. And then people that are on a tight budget, the programs change on each of these streaming services, so you can find out what's new in their order what's, like Tubi, Pluto TV, anything like that. So then it'll show all that information there.
Yeah, you can find out okay, so I want to look for some free channels to watch. And then you go to the Streamable, and then you can look up like some of the free ones, and then you can download that app onto your streaming device. They have a news feed, which is kind of really cool, and that news feed will pop up with headlines that say, how do I watch this NBA game, on streaming, or without live TV, or
getting
whatever.
Real specific, like one thing.
It can be, yeah, real specific. So the news feed changes like daily, and it's sometimes hourly within the day. So there could be several news pieces. So it's a great place that propagates a lot of news that's happening in the streaming world. And not that you want to, need to go to it every day. It's not like a Facebook thing where you have to.
Right.
But, if you're thinking about, I want to watch this movie coming up, or when is this movie coming out, and where do I see it? One of the most recent movies I watched was, Dune, doing the Dune Part 2, right?
Okay.
And so in order to find out where you can watch that streaming, you just go to the Streamable, you type in, search for Dune, and it'll give you where you can watch that on your streaming device.
So if you got one streaming, let's say like DirecTV, like I've got, how do I go about can I add others, or what happens to my streaming that I've got going? Can I add Netflix? Can I add Amazon? How do I do that?
Yeah, for sure. You can add all these different services to one streaming device. So DirecTV is just one streaming service within a world of streaming services, right? And Bo, you can talk a little bit about the live TV streaming portion that the Streamable can bring.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people are looking to, get away from, cable TV or dish, and so there's actually a section on the Streamable. It's called into cord cutting. So it's news on how to get away from cable, get away from satellite TV, and just maybe find the channel that you're looking for. So a lot of them that they recommend are, DirecTV, like you said, Woody, or YouTube TV, Hulu Live, and they'll break down, the channels that they have, kind of the features that come with them. But like you mentioned, a lot of people have YouTube TV or DirecTV, and then they want to add Netflix or Hulu. And that's kind of the whole benefit of streaming. It's whatever you want to customize and what you want to watch, you're able to do that. It's very easy to get that set up. So the Streamable helps, a lot with that, because even their news feed will have, like Shane had mentioned, it's updated pretty regularly. It'll have maybe August shows coming to Netflix, or August shows coming to Amazon Prime. So you'll be able to say, hey, this is a show I'm interested in. I'm going to get Amazon Prime for this month, or maybe get Netflix and try it out for a little bit. So you'll be able to find those articles on the news feed, or you can go a little bit deeper into the cord cutting, and it'll kind of break down, for what you want to watch, movies, TV shows, what's the best option. And the nice thing is there's a little section that you can actually add the channels you're looking for. So it's called the Service Matchmaker. You can say, hey, I want to watch ESPN, or I want to watch TNT or Bally Sports North. You put it in there, and it's going to show, based on the channels you added, and it's your top 20 channels, it's going to show you what streaming services have those channels and which ones don't. So it gives you a little chart. It's a comparison. We demo that at our Dreaming of Streaming events every time, and it's huge.
Perfect.
It's so much easier than going to each website individually and writing down the channels. It's going to save you a lot of time, and we use it daily.
Yeah. That's excellent. And you don't get, it isn't like some cables services where you got to sign up for 2 years. When you do this, you can kind of experiment with it.
Oh, exactly. You can mix and match. You can subscribe to a streaming service for a couple months, watch the shows you want to watch. You can drop it, subscribe to a different one. It's a little bit more work on your end, but it can save you a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So speaking of news on the Streamable, what's the latest and greatest right now with the last today and yesterday?
Well, and that's the fun thing about the news feed, right? So Amazon's got their Prime days, right? And it was yesterday and also today, but streaming devices are slashed. The prices are slashed.
I saw that.
Yeah. So if you want
the boss this morning,
I know, you want to get a brand new streaming device, Amazon's a good place to get it today. Now, if you miss out on it, or you want to pick one up Walmart's got them locally as well.
Sure.
But
$17.99 for the Fire.
Yeah.
Man, that was. I thought that's cheap.
right. Well, and you need one per TV. So if you have 3 or 4 TVs in your home, you're going to need the 3 or 4 streaming devices. So that's where picking up more than one on a Prime Day like today is
Right.
a great deal.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And the latest and greatest makes your TV smarter.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, it takes a quote dumb TV and turns it into a smart TV, and that's all a smart TV is something that you can connect to the internet and stream with. That's
Right.
what makes it a smart TV.
So Shane,
So-
how do you use the Streamable right now?
Well, I use it the news feed. I go to the news feed and look at it every few days and just kind of see what's new, or if I'm looking to find something specific. But I did read an article today about YouTube, not YouTube TV, but YouTube itself, right? That they account for almost 10% of all TV watched or streamed, of all
Really?
all the
Interesting.
content out there, and they spend more on non-sports content than every other company other than Disney.
Bo, do you concur with that? Does it work in your world?
Yeah, absolutely. It's I mean, I use YouTube TV, and then the other app that I use the most is YouTube. So it's not surprising, but I mean that's pretty crazy how popular it's gotten.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Jane's got a fun story about how she used the Streamable just recently.
I do. So my husband is a really big motorcycle guy and loves watching the races. So MotoGP, he was trying to find it online, and so I ended up just going into the Streamable and pulled up MotoGP and what channel that is, and it's on TNT,
Oh.
and it appeared, and he's back in business watching it again, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
The other thing, what I found extremely helpful is that when people come into the office and they're really thinking about making that change from cable, they come in with what they offer, like how many channels they have and the must-haves. They have to do a little bit of a homework, and we use the Streamable all the time. So we'll pull that up and we'll look at the available what channels are available on that one
Sure.
that service, and so they'll end up getting that. And then if they're still not satisfied and they still need a little bit more streaming services, there's usually another little one that's about $5 a month. So if you guys are interested in changing, definitely the Streamable and checking it out is the way to go. The other thing that I was looking at, I was just looking at it as well today, and they do have those Prime sales. So the one thing about streaming is you don't have to get locked into those agreements for years, right?
Yeah.
So the Prime TV or the Prime Days are offering, you can get, I think it's like 10 or 15 channels you can test it out for 99 cents for the first 2 months. So yeah. So I think the Hallmark
That's
channel's
worth
on
doing
there. Yeah, for 99 cents, and then you can just cancel it at any time if you're not happy with it. So pretty good stuff.
And Bo, you used the Streamable for some things recently as well.
Yeah, I use it the other day when I was looking to watch a movie, and I'm like, well, I know which movie I want to watch, but I'm not sure where it's streaming. So I just went to the Streamable. I typed in the movie, and it was on Amazon Prime, which I have. And so it's just kind of my go-to for if I want a TV show or a movie. I'm just not sure exactly where it's streaming. I just punch it in there, and then obviously at work when people ask, hey, I want these 4 or 5 channels. If I combine those, what kind of streaming package would be the best fit? So I use that every day, and then I do like looking at the news feed because with the Olympics coming up, with the Amazon Prime deals, it's fun to see some of the news that comes through on a day-to-day basis. And like even the story that Shane had mentioned, they have a lot of just like fun facts about streaming, so it's a good way to kind of keep up on up-to-date news, deals that are coming out, and then just Netflix and Amazon Prime always are launching new shows and movies, so it's kind of one spot where you can go and find out what's coming up on the streaming service that you have.
Yeah, and so I mean, for new people, streaming can be confusing, but that's why we offer our Dreaming of Streaming events, which again, one is tonight. But it will increase your entertainment choices. A lot of times save you money over traditional cable or satellite. And there's a lot of free options out there if you want to just try something out or just get some free channels and really save on your budget.
All right. Well, I mean, I just think it offers you so much variety and the ability to be a la carte that it's just an absolute perfect thing once you learn it. And that may be the key, and that's why you should go to your events.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So we do a live demonstration on the Streamable. So if you guys are interested in coming out tonight, we do have that available. It's the Dreaming of Streaming event at Meeker Cooperative tonight, and that is from 5:30 to 6:30. We do have non-alcoholic beverages and some snacks, so come on out and say hi to us, and we'll kind of give you some information on streaming. The other thing is we are once again doing the hosting for the Legion Car and Bike Night. So we're going to be out there next Thursday. So come on out and get some prizes from us.
Boom, boom. There you go.
Yeah, and if you missed any of the episodes that we've had, we have a lot of streaming episodes that we're going to upload to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So streaming is one of the most popular topics. So if you want to go take a look at past episodes that we've done, you just go on search Vibrant Broadband on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. As well, you can listen here live every Wednesday at 10:30 on KLFD. And if you have questions, you can just stop into the office. You can give us a call at 693-3231 or go to vibrantbroadband.com. So I want to thank Woody for having us on again. Thank you for listening. And my name is Bo.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Shane.
And we've been another Vibrant You Live.
Beautiful. On a beautiful day. Bo, thanks for calling in, and we thank the folks in the studio here, Jane and Shane, for being here.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.